Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a horseshoe spread for you today. This is going to be for the first week of July 2025. Keep in mind, Aquarius, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. I'm going to keep this deck all in the upright, but my clarifying deck will be in reverse. We'll have some reversals in it. I don't manipulate the deck to do what I want it to do. I flip. I don't look at what I'm flipping. I flip half the deck, and it ends up being the way it is. And I trust that whatever message comes out is what was meant to come out. All right. Oh, out jumps the Page of Wands. So there may be somebody coming in to communicate with you, maybe some sort of flirtatious messages. We'll see. We'll see if that comes out. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, Aquarius, my website is lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. All right. We are going to cut this deck in three. So moted be. Let's see. Let's see if that Page of Wands comes back out again. All right. The past. We've got the Devil. The Devil is major for Capricorn. Some sort of temptation, potentially. It's almost always a temptation. It's always a temptation. Always. It depends on where you went with it. That's all. The present. We've got the Ten of Wands. You followed. You took the temptation, and now there's been some sort of burden that you find yourself carrying here. This could be you. This could be somebody in your energy. The Ten of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius energy. In the future, we've got the Lovers, major for Gemini. There's going to be some sort of choice potentially, or somebody's coming towards you in love. What we do not see, your hidden position, we've got the Tower. Okay, so there's something that's going to shake your world up, and we're going to find out as we clarify. Obviously, that is the most dramatic card in the deck. So the obstacle here is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius energy. Maybe something to do with communication or something coming in quickly. Your advice is the Six of Swords. That is Mercury in Aquarius energy. Something about moving into calmer waters is your advice. And the outcome is the Justice, major for Libra. We've got four majors here. We've got Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, and we've got the Tower, which is Mars. So that's Scorpio and Aries. Scorpio and Aries. All right, and the overall energy of your reading is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like when I did your other reading, which I would have posted yesterday, it said something to do, there was something about you being destabilized. It could have been monetarily. Money Matters came out. So this has something to do with your stabilization. I'm going to see what's influencing this. The Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Death. So there's something that was your potentially what you thought was your happily ever after, maybe your family situation, where there's a lot of combativeness going on, but it looks like this is coming to an end or has come to an end. So we'll revisit this again at the end of the reading. I've been doing this reading for some of the other signs, and I've been pulling an extra deck. I was using the Goddess Oracle, but this time I think I'm going to use the Situations. I feel like switching things up a little bit today. So we're going to clarify here. The Devil is in the past, something to do with a temptation. This one wants to come out. There's that Ten of Wands. It's in reverse. Okay, the Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Okay, what I'm getting here is that somebody was introspective. There's the Devil. Okay, so somebody came to communicate with you. This is showing up in the past, but obviously the timelines are different for everyone, so just take it as it resonates. It's showing up as the past. Somebody came in to communicate with you, and it looks like it's showing up that this person has been really introspective about something, and maybe came in, maybe brought you something, maybe brought you a gift of some sort, or maybe just came in with a bit of an apology here. because they felt like they had to release themselves. They may have felt with the Ten of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing somebody who felt like they had a burden on their chest, that they felt like they had to release something. They came in for a conversation, is what I'm seeing here. Felt like they had to get something off their chest after having been introspective about something. And whatever this is may have had something to do with exercising poor judgment and feeling like there's been some sort of failure here. It's showing up as somebody who came in to communicate this with you, but it's also showing up as the devil. So whoever this is still showing up as a temptation for you, okay? So we've got to take these energies seriously if it resonates. Okay, so what is the situation? I'm not that reader who's going to say the devil gets a bad rap and we should just ignore it. I won't, unless it's a Capricorn. I don't know. It just seems like it's a path. The path of temptation always leads you to some sort of consequence. All right. The situation. We've got, this person came together. There was some sort of coming together, wanting to communicate. And this person has realized something. That's what I was saying. Somebody who was in introspection and came to some sort of realization. They wanted to get this off their chest, and they confessed something. And if this hasn't happened, it's going to happen, is what's showing up here. So now it's showing up that there's some sort of heavy burden after this has happened. Why is the Ten of Wands here? I'm just going to shuffle that again because I don't know which one it was. Why is the Ten of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the Ten of Wands? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we've got the Star and the Temperance. So healing, both of these energies really support each other. There's some sort of burden that maybe you're experiencing as a result of reconciling with this person and trying to heal this connection, because this wasn't something you were expecting. So this could be, or you're reconciling, and it's showing up that there's something that's unknown right now about some sort of shock and surprise here. So maybe this person shocked and surprised you by coming back in, or is going to shock and surprise you by coming back in and wanting to heal this connection and reconcile and bring this back. It does look, though, that you're at very high risk right now, because it does look, I'm getting very strongly that for a lot of you, you are either getting an apology or you already got an apology from whoever this is. Whoever this is, though, is showing up as a heavy burden. We've got the Ten of Wands and we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I'm getting here that somebody, I'm getting almost like there's this future faking. That Ten of Cups the Ten of Cups in reverse is my future faking card, which is a real psychological phenomenon where there's this ideal life that you try to plan out for yourself, but it's not rooted in taking actual realistic steps and trying to apply that to your life is what it seems to me. And that could be what you're dealing with here, and it's causing you some sort of burden. Like whoever this is a dreamer. I got Dreamer by Supertramp playing in my head right now. Dreamer. So I for some reason that came into my head. So I don't know if you want to look up the lyrics to that song. Can we get the situation? Can we get the situation on this Ten of Wands? Yeah, when this person comes in, if they haven't already, there's some sort of emotion. Either this person ignites some level of emotion in you, or when they come in to try and make this better, or if they already have, they are coming in quite emotional, and there's some sort of proof, and we see retaliation. Somebody feels like did somebody retaliate against you, and that's why this person is coming in as for an apology? Or did you retaliate against this person? Somebody retaliated against somebody else, and it proved something, and caused them to feel some level of emotion. And so I'm thinking honestly, Aquarius, that for a lot of you, this was your retaliation. Maybe you rejected this person when they came in to do this, and it caused some sort of emotion. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here in the future? This person may be coming towards you in love because you set a boundary. And they're the ones who are burdened right now. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Lovers, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so, and the Sun in reverse. There's something, I'm just going to say, and I remembered seeing something to the same effect in your last reading. So I'm thinking that they're related to each other. There's something that you're not facing the truth about here, about this. It might be this specific connection, or it could just be the connections that you choose to be involved in general, okay? And it has to do with your relationships hit some sort of stalemate here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, they literally aren't going anywhere for you. And they're not making you very happy. There's something that's not making you very happy. So it looks like whoever this is may have been ignoring you, or you were ignoring them, and they're coming in to not be ignored anymore. If this is somebody, I'm just going to say, if this is somebody who kept their options open, whoever this is coming in to make the choice to come towards you. Like, they know, they're clear now. They know what it is that they want to choose, okay? They're ready to make a choice. The problem here that I'm seeing for a lot of you, this may not be the case for all of you, but whoever's message this actually is that there's something you're not facing the truth on. There's something that you may be avoiding the truth on if you choose to follow through with this connection. And it has to do with what it is that makes you happy, because whatever this is actually slowing you down, or there's some sort of stagnancy that's going to be experienced in this connection, because whoever this is somebody who's very difficult to actually cooperate with. And this is something that if the Seven of Swords is showing up in reverse here, that means that this is something you already know about this person. Okay? You already know that. And you just might not want to face that fact right now. So I'm just telling you what Spirit's telling me to tell you. All right, what is the situation? This could be a twin flame connection. So this is a real phenomenon, whether you believe in the spiritual aspect of it or not. It's a real phenomenon where you are connected with somebody who is making you feel some level of deep, dark pain. In order to adjust yourself to a certain standard. It's actually a really healing connection, but it's usually through punishment that we have to experience it, and it's usually somebody who you have a lot of chemistry with. So that's what I'm seeing here, and that's why the Lovers is here. There's going to be that extreme chemistry, and almost like I'm going to ignore the truth on what's really going on here because I'm so attracted to this person, is what I'm seeing here. There's this magnetic pull. But there's something here, Aquarius, that what I'm seeing here with this I'm seeing keeping notes. There's something here that's been happening over the course of time with whoever this is, that you already know something about this person that's keeping you feeling like you're burdened and unhappy, and because of the fact that there's this magnetic pull between the two of you, you may not be facing the truth on it, okay? And it's going to cause a stagnancy in your life. Okay, so now we've got the Tower here in the hidden position. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower? Because you're meant to understand something differently, okay? If you do follow through with this, it's showing up that there is a Tower coming in. There's somebody else that Lovers. Yeah, I was seeing too that you have choices. You might decide to draw. Oh, okay. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the Fool in reverse. There's something like that you should be able to reasonably predict. I'm getting here because you're just not facing the truth on something. Spirits, and please don't shoot the messenger. Spirit talks to me like this all the time. For some reason, shame works on me. And I know we're not supposed to feel that way, but it looks like there's something here where if this person comes in towards you, that you're very attracted to this person, but there's something you're not facing the truth about this person. And whoever this is, I'm just going to say part of your tower has to do with having to drop whoever this is because they're destabilizing you in some way. And destabilization isn't always something that happens materially. It can be psychologically too. This person could be psychologically destabilizing you as well. I think they are very interrelated. So we've got the Fool in reverse, which means you should be able to reasonably predict the consequences of your actions before moving forward here. And so therefore there's going to be a tower where you're going to be forced to drop this person because there's that destabilization. You're going to have to move into calmer waters. So it's inevitable. I'm just telling you, Spirit is telling you that this is inevitable. You are going to have to move into calmer waters and move towards your true satisfaction and there it is. There's the Eight of Swords in reverse. There's the Freedom card. You're going to have to get free of this energy. You're meant to understand this in this life. This might be one of your big life lessons, and that's why this is your twin flame. This person was meant to teach you something. And I don't know how common it is to actually stay in a twin flame connection because they're not very healthy. There you go. You might actually, so for some of you, you may end up writing about this and conveying something that is truthful and a deep existential truth about your experience regarding this. That might not be for all of you. I'm just saying there's something that you already know about this that you're meant, and that's what I was getting in your last reading too, is that there's once you move into calmer waters, you're going to understand something about this. Once you move on, and it has to do, there's something about forbidden love here. So there may have been a third party situation. Somebody may have been dropping something. But it does look like there has been high highs and low lows with this person, and it looks like it's keeping you trapped in this energy of being really unhappy, or it's going to lead to unhappiness. Almost like you see this as almost like you hold a lofty ideal for this connection that is not going to reach its fruition because you're meant to understand something about freedom, and you're not going to get it here. So your challenge here is the Eight of Wands. Something about this, it's the communication was what it looks like. Oh, and out jumps, Spirit wants you to know the Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody is okay, so if this person hasn't actually come in to talk to you yet, they're overcoming the fear right now to come in and talk to you. And whatever this is going to move you in this direction of having to, it's going to catapult you towards this cycle that you have to have, which is going to lead to a good outcome. The Wheel of Fortune is a good thing. It just means though that there are some hurdles that need to be navigated along the way. And you are going to have this cycle is going to happen as a result of, we've got the Judgment in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Swords. Yes, this person is coming in to communicate with you. They're overcoming some sort of fear to come in and communicate with you. Whatever it is that they have to say, it looks like they want to move into calmer waters with you, is what I've got. They may have something to say about feeling like they exercised some level of poor judgment and how they had moved towards some sort of failure. I'm seeing that the Chariot in reverse to the Two of Wands in reverse is whatever plans it is that they felt like they were trying to execute was not executed with any kind of... there has not been any success here. The Chariot in reverse is failure, and but here's the thing though, is that what I'm also seeing is that if you go through this cycle, there may be, and I was getting that already, there's going to be something you're meant to learn about this connection that you're not facing the truth about right now, that you are already, it's showing up, you're already like kind of keeping notes about what's been going on here. So you may end up being able to write, you may actually write something, some of you. Okay, can we get the situation on this Eight of Wands, please, for Aquarius? Commitment. This person's coming in to offer you a commitment, even though it's showing up that they were kind of afraid of that in the past. They're coming in to chase. They're obsessed. Whoever this is obsessed right now with something. That's why the devil shows up. This person is obsessed. I don't always read the devil as obsession, but it is looking like that. This person is in a state of obsession. So it's showing up that they haven't actually come in and tried to do any of this. And that is what the communication is that's coming in. Your challenge or your advice is to move on to calmer waters. It's to not even get involved in this. This person wants to start a new cycle with you. They want a commitment. They're going to tell you that they've learned so much about themselves. It looks like, though, that they may not have fully. And there's something you're meant to understand about your own stability here and its relation. Because it looks like you're at a very high risk of becoming destabilized. If you're already feeling like you're in a really stable position, you may become destabilized by this energy. This person is showing up as non-committal. It's showing up that it's in your best bet. If you want a commitment if you want to just have fun with this person, yeah, by all means, go for it. But if you want an actual committed relationship, this is not the person. It's just showing up here. You're meant to actually learn something about what this person truly wants. And we've got, not only are they non-committal, they may be completely conditioned to brokenness. Okay, the Four of Wands in reverse is a very, it has to do with stability as well. Broken foundation. The foundation is not strong enough to hold up a commitment here. Whoever this is going to potentially destabilize you in some way. It's just showing up as a very, very consistent energy in this reading. So you're being told by saying it's a very obvious. Moving on to calmer waters is going to entail not taking action when this person comes in, because you're very, very magnetically drawn to each other. You're showing up as a twin flame connection. That is an extremely high chemistry connection that is very hard to resist. There's no doubt. But it's showing up here that you will get the karmic justice that you deserve, depending on the choice that you choose to make. And we've got the Hierophant in reverse, we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, we've got the Four of Wands in reverse. It just looks like if that is what you want, is a house, home, stable situation where you have a truly committed partner who's going to give you the happily ever after that you want. If that is what you want, you're probably not getting it from this person at this time. There's something you're meant to understand, though, about your own freedom here. So let's get the situation on the Six of Swords, please. Yeah, so you're at risk of leaving this person crushed, sad, broken, and alone, and that might be something that's going to cause somewhat of a hindrance for you, because you obviously have empathy and you don't want to be put in a position where you're doing that, because you love this person. You two love each other. But it's showing up here that it might be in both of your, it's likely in this person's divine best interests as well to not get involved in this. This person may need to be taught a lesson of some sort, okay, Aquarius? We do have justice in your outcome. So let's see, what is the justice? Tell us more. Tell us about this. This is going to depend on the choice you make. Why is the justice here? Tell us about this. We've got the Nine of Cups. You're going to be, let's see, I don't want to say anything yet. The Nine of Cups isn't always a good thing. Oh, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, yikes. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this person, Okay, so I'm just going to say that if you've already had issues, with this person trying to connect with other people while the two of you were together, don't expect that to end. They're going to come in and potentially tell you that they've learned so many things about what they really want. Don't expect this to stop. There is this need to fulfill some level of immediate gratification, and this person is very difficult to cooperate with. It does look like you will get your karmic justice. You will get exactly what you want as long as you make the choice to move into calmer waters, meaning you're going to have to navigate this connection more slowly in order to rebuild it, or you may have to walk away from it altogether. Because whoever this is going to there's some level of destabilization going on here. It looks like we do see this tragedy, third party, like this is for often the third party card for me, and we did see that Queen of Wands in reverse. So just be aware that if that is and it's showing up here that you've been keeping notes, you already know something about this. You're just maybe not facing the truth because you're very attracted to this person when they come in, and that is part of the temptation, okay? So the justice, can we get the situation on that before we close this out for Aquarius? This is a soulmate connection. You may actually, like I said, I am seeing that you can rebuild this. You can rebuild this, but it looks like it's going to have to be from a place of friendship first. And stay single is what I'm seeing here. Because otherwise, this person turns you into a pressure cooker, okay? You may be putting up with a lot before you finally have no choice but to blow your top, okay? And so it's going to be all your choice here. It's all up to you. So let's revisit this. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Death. So it's showing up here, Aquarius, that if you want to be stable and actually feel fully emotionally fulfilled, the connection that you've been involved with, it may be, I'm getting for a lot of you, there's been combativeness. I'm also getting, though, that there is conflict and competition. If this person is deliberately putting you in competition with somebody else, it might be in your best interest to put an end to that. And take it slow. If you do decide you want to try and make things work with this person, take it slow and see what they do. See how committed to you they actually are. But that is what's showing up here right now. So Aquarius, that is your reading, first week of July 2025. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.